This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
The beginning of the month had a little bit of a Hulk Hogan controversy when a videotaped leak, and it felt like it was all bad news there for a little bit for Hulk Hogan. Ultimately, he's going to wind up leaving the Hall of Fame and having his contract nullified or whatever it was. The WWE is going to sever ties with Hulk Hogan. That's something I never thought I would say out loud, but it happened. Were you surprised to hear that there was going to be some sort of falling out with Hulk and the company?
Yeah, to that magnitude. Jerking a guy out of the Hall of Fame is pretty stout. Just the whole story of what caused it and what was involved and the quotes and all those things. And my God, it just felt like there was such a huge meltdown within his family and within himself. And it was one of those things that just left a bad taste in your mouth for everybody involved.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be a big source of controversy, as we know, and I'm sure we'll have more to talk about it another time, but it's just crazy to think that was 5 years ago, because Lord, it feels like a long time ago. Daniel Bryan, go ahead.
Feels like it was a lot longer for some reason.
Yeah, maybe it's because we're in the damn pandemic and Tiger King feels like it happened 4 years ago. I don't know, but when I saw that was 5 years ago, I'm like, that feels like that was 10 years ago, not 5 years ago.
Well, I'm glad somebody else feels that way, because it does. It feels like eternity.
So unfortunately, on July 30th, we would lose Roddy Piper. He passed away in his sleep from a heart attack. I mean, this is a guy who was gone way, way too soon. Do you have any favorite Roddy Piper stories you could share with us?
As a fan, the biggest thing I remember, which is really crazy, but it's one of those things that sticks with you, is when Piper was on Atlanta TV and he was a commentator beside Gordon Soley and Buzz Sawyer and whoever else was involved with it. I think probably Ole. When they turned Piper babyface for one of the heels insulting Gordon Soley, and Piper was so good and so believable and so credible. When he made that turn, you immediately got in his hip pocket and got behind him as a fan. And to me, it just everything became crystal clear to me as a wrestling fan at that time. It was like, okay, I had my favorites, Dick Slater and Bob Orton, but this thing going down with Piper actually protecting Gordon Soley, who was the voice of the product at that time and was a pure babyface, it just felt like the right thing to do, and it was something that just got you involved in the show at a different level.
One of the all-time best, man. Let's also mention.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.